So right now we're literally in the center of Cape Town in a community called Bonteheuwel. We are about 85,000 people that live in this area. Bonteheuwel had a very, very high murder rate because of our lack of policing in the area. On a daily basis, we were losing people to gang violence.
We were infected and inflicted with gang violence.
Our kids couldn't even play in peace in the park. I was actually very scared even to leave my home. Constantly, I will say constantly living in fear.
For a city or a government to be effective in fighting crime, you need around one police officer for every 220 members of the public. At the moment, Cape Town, in terms of SAPS resources, is sitting around 1 to every 560. The LEAP program by the city and the province is an attempt to compensate for those very low SAPS deployment figures in those areas where it matters most. In the 10 most affected crime hotspots, we are deploying 100 officers each with the goal of halving the murder rate, seriously improving the safety, and thereby allowing investment, job creation, and the normalization of community life in those areas.
LEAP's brought about high levels of law enforcement visibility in the area. Where there was no visibility, we now have visibility at key times.
Before we had this program, there were days when I dreaded even getting up. But afterwards, I felt safe because, I could be walking down the street or crossing the road or down Bonteheuwel Avenue, and I would see 5 law enforcement vehicles in that time just passing me by, which made me feel safer.
What we need to do here is be visible, to patrol, to build relationships with communities, to act on tip-offs, to be responsive, to attend to hotspots.
We set up street WhatsApp groups in every single street of this community. So whenever there were issues, whenever things went wrong, whenever there was a problem, we were able to immediately report these issues through.
Look where we're standing today. We're standing here. We walked all the way from the center. We weren't robbed. We weren't accosted. Nothing happened to us. Here's young people out. Here's old people out. Joggers past us.
So LEAP is not just about 100 law enforcement officers coming to an area. LEAP is about bringing communities together. LEAP's about building relationships where relationships were broken before.
None of this would have been possible if it hadn't to be for LEAP and the law enforcement officers.
So we need to see more local community leaders engaging the program, understanding the program, and being able to communicate with community and the officers to ensure that the programs actually become successful.